Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That would have gotten Titan of Industry, by the way, for those of you that were wondering. It would have gotten Titan of Industry or Kenrith to gain infinite life. Oh my gosh, that was insane. What's up, Jamers? It's the One Jame, and today we are playing Explorer Best of 3. We're playing one of my favorite decks, Enigmatic Fires. It's a 5-color deck. It has a lot of shenanigans, as you can see, but we have gone 8-0 with this deck, undefeated in matches before I started playing. Okay, so let's hope we can go 8-0 again after we start playing, but I promise you, you can check the untapped link in the description. You'll see that I went 8-0 with this. We have some grindy matches. We have some matches that ended right away. I played a mirror match that we used Agent of Treachery to steal all of their lands, and we copied the Agent of Treachery with Glasspool Mimic. It was so cool. They leyline binding our Agent of Treachery. We used Deputy of Detention to exile their leyline binding and get back our Agent of Treachery to steal their stuff again. It was so cool. Against Rakdos Sacrifice, we played Yorion out in the main deck and they instantly scooped. And then in game 3, we used Titan of Industry to kill their Witches Oven and gain 5 life to solidify the game. It was so cool. So let's hope we can do stuff like that here today. If you haven't seen Enigmatic Incarnation before, maybe you watch Standard, but I highly encourage you to watch this, even if you watch Standard, usually. Enigmatic Incarnation is a 4-mana enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, you can sacrifice another enchantment. If you do, search your library for a creature card with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrifice enchantment's mana value, and then you put it on the battlefield, then you shuffle. And one card from the new set has made this much more playable, Leyline Binding. This is a 6-mana enchantment with flash. I'm sure you know what this does already, but if you don't, you can pause the video, read it for yourself. You sacrifice Leyline Binding since that is 6 mana to get a 7-mana card, Titan of Industry, or Agent of Treachery from your deck on the battlefield. We also have some tools in order to beat aggro decks, Siege Rhino gaining life, Tolsimir gaining life and killing stuff, Mind Flayer stealing their cards, Kenrith gaining a bunch of life. You can also use Kenrith to bring out back your creatures that have already died, like a Yorion, and start looping the Yorion itself. We can also do things like sacrificing Trial of Ambition to play Trial of Ambition, sacrifice their creature, and then next on turn 4 we can go into Enigmatic Incarnation, sacrifice Trial of Ambition, and then we can get Renegade Rallier from our deck as a 3-mana creature, and then Renegade Rallier triggers since Trial of Ambition left the battlefield this turn to bring Trial of Ambition back to the battlefield and sacrifice one of our opponent's other creatures. So this can do a lot of things. It's very toolboxy. We have Knight of Autumn to kill our opponent's Fable of the Mirror Breakers. We're playing Fable of the Mirror Breaker ourselves. Callous Blood Mage. I was playing against Is It Phoenix, actually, and I used this card to exile their graveyard 3 times in the game, which was pretty cool. Aether Channeler, pretty good card. In general, Skyclave Apparition I used to exile a Kroxa at one point. Reidane was really good against control decks. Moonblaze Cleric lets us search for our enchantments and put them on top of our deck. And also Anointed Peacekeeper is kind of like Elite Spellbinder in a way, but it also deals with our opponent's Witches Ovens and things that are already on the battlefield. Anyways, I really hope you like this deck. We went 8-0. Let's see if we can go undefeated again. Let's get into the matches. Like the video if you want to see this video reach more people, or you generally like the content. Anyways, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, or if you want to see more Explorer Best of 3 content. Anyways, let's get into the matches, and it all starts right now. Unfortunately, we are playing against mono red probably, so might not be good for us. We're gonna try to put Reidane on the backside here so we can take less damage. Ooh, that's a good one. And then we're gonna play Rafine's Tower, and then we're gonna shock Watery Grave, and then we're gonna play Fires, and then play Valkmir Protector Shield. They're gonna hit me for 3 damage probably. Oh, light stage. Ooh, Chandra. Chandra's really good in that deck. Okay, so I think we're gonna go for Protector Shield. And then turn 5, we're just gonna cast Yorion and blink the Trial. They're gonna sacrifice their Phoenix chick, but it is what it is. Hopefully we draw Leyline Binding at some point. They can go Chandra into Soulscar Mage, which is really scary.
Without the sun,
We might not be able to win this game. Hopefully they don't have a way to deal with Valkyria. Because we can go Trial of Ambition and then add Yorion back and then cast Yorion, blinking both trials and sacrificing 2 of their creatures. So we'll see what happens here. Oh, Bone Crusher Giant does stop the protection from Valkyria. It's not actually protection, but the damage prevention, I should say. But it doesn't stop the Chandra from targeting. Because that gets countered. Yes. Valkyria putting in a little bit of work. We are going to get to sacrifice the Soulscar Mage and the Phoenix Chick, though. We are going to take a bunch of damage here. Oh, Knight of Autumn. We can gain life, too. I think I want to gain a bunch of life. I mean, I can do both, right? If I flicker the fires. No, because I have to add the Yorion, right? Okay, if I add Yorion, play Knight of Autumn, play Yorion, add Yorion. Play Knight of Autumn. Gain 4. Shock this. Play Yorion. Blink this, and the Fires of Invention. Play out Trial of Ambition with our mana. They sacrifice Phoenix Chick. Then we get to bring these back. Trial of Ambition sacrifices their Soulscar Mage, and we get to gain 4 more life. So we gained 8 life, but took 2 from the shock. Lepko, thanks for the follow. And then they have a Chandra here that can ultimate in 2 turns. They do have Obosh. Oh, Yasharn. Yasharn's not that bad. I do need to kill this Chandra, though. Obosh is going to be really hurtful, though. They could have Play with Fire, but they can't use it, right? Because they have to target me, and they have to pay an extra mana to target me.
Payback's gonna be spicy.
We get to add our planes. We'll play it, who cares? We have Kenrith in our deck, so we want to play out our lands. Now all we need is one good-looking Glasspool Mimic, or just like main deck Yorion, or like there's a lot of cards we can draw that are good.
So I'm a little hot-headed. So what?
This Valkyria might save us. Because they have to keep having Bone Crusher Giants to be good. This doubles it. Would deal damage, it deals double, but it would deal... I don't think they can do anything here. I mean, we kind of have to kill this. But, like, we might actually die next turn.
Gotta burn even brighter.
I would not be surprised if we died. Because this... Wait, what is this? How does this read? I really hope they don't have another Bone Crusher Giant. This says... If a sorcerer opponent control would deal damage, it prevent one of that damage. So this would deal 6, but it prevents one of the damage doing 5. I think that's how that works. But they're both replacement effects. So the opponent would get to choose which replacement effect to resolve technically, so they can just resolve. I'm not actually sure how this works, 2 replacement effects together. Let's see how much damage this does, actually. It did nothing. Okay, we're good. I keep drawing lands, though. Not ideal. Okay, so it does nothing. So it's not actually 2, because if it's 2 and it prevented one of it, then it would do 1 damage. Right? Because this does double? If someone in the YouTube comments or here live on Twitch can tell me how this ruling works, that'll be great. Because Phoenix Chick just did 0 damage. So it prevents it before it doubles then. Oh, Leyline Binding, that's so perfect. Oh my goodness, this is so good. We can Leyline Binding into Titan of Industry. If it would deal damage, it deals double. Okay. Fair. So this will exile Obosh. All I need is an Enigmatic Incarnation and we can start like Titan of Industrying them and stuff. Light up the stage? Okay, if they get a Bone Crusher Giant, we might be screwed. They're gonna play with fire, slit Night of Autumn probably. Or not. Oh, this draws a card. Alright, draw a Yorion, please. Please draw Yorion. Or fires. Oh, another one. So good. Can we attack? Is attacking risky? I'm attacking. This only deals 1 damage, but it does let them scry. Against Mono Red, you wouldn't attack? Well, we eventually have to kill them, right? They're dead in 4 more turns if they don't kill us. We have a Leyline Binding to stop like a really big attack, especially if they have a Stomp. They're going to be trying to scry to try to get Stomp, and once they have it, we have the Leyline Binding to not die. And 4 toughness is a lot to deal with. But they probably have like a bunch of 3 damage burn spells, so I don't even know if I want to block with Yisharn. How much damage is this? 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. If they play a spell, it's 7 damage. If they play 2 spells, it's 9 damage. The double strike artifact? I have Leyline Binding. But they're playing the spells version, so I actually don't think they're playing Embercleave. Valkmira saves us. Ooh, Spirit Companion. This is only game 1. Alright, give me a card I can play, not a land, please. That's a card I can play. Oh, Leyline Binding, actually, I can't cast it because of fires. That's true. I forgot about that. We should be okay to attack still. I still don't even think we're dead to Embercleave, though, honestly. Because Valkmira stops 2 damage instead of 1 damage. Because the double strike hits twice, and every time it hits, it removes the damage. And then I can start using Reflection of Kikijiki to make copies of Knight of Autumn to gain life, gain life, gain life, gain life. Or I'm gonna kill Etching first, but then I'll just keep gaining life. They have to have like a braid or something to get rid of Valkmira. Like, they're gonna die to Yorion soon, so they have to do something. I've never been in this, like, pseudo-losing position against Mono Red before, but also I'm winning because of Valkmira as a card. They have to have Stomp. If they have Stomp, we could be in trouble, but we can also just play around Stomp. Okay, please don't get Stomp. That is a Stomp. Okay. I don't think we're dead, though. Hopefully we're not dead. We can just chump block. Block for value, block here. I think I actually don't block for value. Ag, thanks for the follow. What if I just take 5 here? Take 5 like the candy bar? Unfortunately, we no longer get to use Reflection of Kikijiki like we want to use it, but it is what it is. That is not a good card. Discard, draw. That's not a good card. Cycle. Cycle. The good thing about cycling is we can always cast our spells. Fires. That's not good. Let's exile Soulscar Mage then. Hopefully we don't die. If they have another Stomp, we are definitely dead, I think. But they've already gone through 3 Stomps. Oh, we might be dead to Double Skewer. Yeah, I think we're dead to Double Skewer. Maybe I shouldn't have taken 5. We did draw kind of bad at the end there, but... We need a way to gain life. We need a spell that we can actually utilize here. Oh, Glass Pool! Glass Pool blinks Yorion. Glass Pool blinks Yorion? Turn infinite. Alright, Glass Pool blinks Yorion. And then Yorion can get rid of 2 of their creatures. And it can blink the Leyline Binding. If they block, they lose their Bone Crusher. If I blink the Trials, I still lose to a burn spell, so that's unfortunate. Wait, what if I give them Soulscar Mage and then sack that, but then use Leyline Binding? Just to exile the Phoenix chick. I should probably blink the Reflection of Shiki Jiki too. Just because it adds another draw. And it's the same amount of creatures. Dang, I'm probably still dead. I'm probably still dead because they probably have a burn spell. They're gonna say GG's. That's unfortunate. I have a lot of life gain in this deck, but any burn spell kills us. That's so unfortunate. Dang it, man. Oh, don't cast a burn spell. Oh man. Callous Blood Mage, does this like gain life somehow? No. Give me life gain. Moonblessed Cleric. Oh, this does it. Right? Because I can draw into the life gain. It depends on what enchantments I have here. Oh, take action. I can do it. I can do it. I can get Enigmatic. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That would have gotten Titan of Industry, by the way, for those of you that were wondering. It would have gotten Titan of Industry or Kenrith to gain infinite life. Oh my gosh, that was insane. Rallier's fine. Wow, that was so close. If they didn't draw the untapped land or the Play with Fire, we won. And it had to be that. It couldn't be like anything else. I guess it also could have been Skewer the Critics. Now we have to deal with them having this game plan here. Alright, at least we get a block. They don't get the Rampaging Ferocidon, which is pretty good for us. Trial. Oh my goodness. We get Siege Rhino. But what's better, Siege Rhino or Titan of Industry? Because, like, I can Trial of Ambition now, and then Leyline Binding whatever their play is. And then Fires Enigmatic sack the Leyline Binding. And then that gets Titan of Industry? Or do we just get Siege Rhino right now? I feel like we get Siege Rhino right now. Because then we can add Yorion and play it if we draw land. Wait, we can either get Siege Rhino right now, or we can go for the 5 mana play and get Tolsimir. I think I want Siege Rhino. It's a big blocker and it gains 3 life. Hopefully they don't plus and skewer the critics our Siege Rhino.
So you might as well give up. Watch me heat up the dance.
Dang it, I just said not to do that. I think I'm taking the damage because Yorion can blink the Siege Rhino. Unfortunately, I don't have a land. But I can get Tolsimir. And Tolsimir deals with the Soulscar Mage.
Wow, not even a gift bag.
Or I can get Elder Gargaroth. I think I want Tolsimir, though. There we go. The land we wanted. Trial, they sacrifice Phoenix Chick. I can't gain life off the Ferocidon, unfortunately. But our 3/3 Tolsimir can kill the Ferocidon. Could have attacked with Tolsimir first? Probably. Unfortunately, that prevented like 6 life from me. Alright, what am I getting? Something else that gains life? Or do I just get like Kenrith and sack the fires? I think I'm gonna sack this. And I think I'm gonna get Moonblessed Cleric. No. Oh, I can glass pull the Siege Rhino, right?
I won't stop fighting till the people are safe again. Aw, you're looking a little singed.
Wow. We beat the mono red, chat. They have a counter spell, but they didn't feel like they needed to use it. Wow, Field of Ruin on this has happened way more often than it should. They're gonna counter something, but if they counter something, you can't Field of Ruin me. Oh my gosh, I drew my basic planes. So I actually can't. I actually just get wastelanded. Dang. I drew my one basic planes in the 80 cards. That is so bad. At least I have 3 lands in my hand. Carlos, thanks for the follow. Oh wow, they're playing white. Okay, it makes sense. Can't draw an untap land though. I guess we would have got censored if we cast anything. Well, they can't Wandering Emperor us. I mean, both of these cards are good against control. If this gets removed, okay, it didn't get removed. If it got removed, I would cast Renegade Rallier and bring the Urban Utopia back out of my grave. Oh wait, no, I would actually just bring my land back out of my grave, because I can do that. They missed a land drop? I guess I should just cast Enigmatic and get it countered. Or just cast Aether Channeler and draw a card. Like, what are they gonna do? Supreme Verdict next turn? They missed their land drop. I guess they can Memory Deluge. Shark for 2, okay. What could that be? Saw it coming? I have a plan. They have to counter this, or else they die. I attack, they do a value block. And then a Renegade Rallier. Back the Trial and get rid of this. Or I can get the land and play this and cast Agent next turn. Have an Omen on turn 3. We have a high probability of drawing an untapped land like that. We go Rafine's Tower since it completes the 5 colors for Domain. Or Leyline Binding. Fable's good. Keep that. They're probably going to counter my Fable, but that's okay. Actually, now that I drew the Omen, I think I just want to Omen again. There's some list of this deck that play Thoughtseize just for the control matchup, because the control matchup's a little bit tricky because they play like Farewell. They missed their land drop again. They need to stop holding greedy hands. Wait, did they miss their land drop? They did miss their land drop. Enigmatic, I'll take it. They definitely have a counterspell, though. Double Enigmatic? Okay. I think I'll get rid of one counterspell, so I'll just play this first and play a tap land. Wish I had Mystical Dispute so I can shock this in and cast it. They had 2 counter spells. Alright, I need to play around Censor next turn then. Ooh, Nimble Arsonist, just kidding. Well, let's play around Censor anyway. Nice. Fires helps, but it's not a card that actually like does anything. It does let me double spell easier though, so I don't blame them for countering it. That's 3 counter spells down. They could cast Teferi here. No Teferi. That claim's pretty bad. Let's go for Nimble Arsonist first. I don't know. The most mana efficient play obviously is casting Kenrith, but like I don't really want that to get countered. Yo, Mythic Matt, what's up? Sounds like your kind of deck. Oh, definitely. If we cast Enigmatic, it definitely gets countered. I think I'm just gonna go Nimble Arsonist. Because like, what are they gonna do? Like, not counter that? Let me see their hand. And we get to, even if they let it resolve, we get to take a counterspell anyway. They have Dream Trawler and Double Emperor. They don't have any more counterspells. So we take the March. Because that exiles Enigmatic. And like, I don't care about Emperor. Not only do we have Skyclave Apparition to get one of them anyway, I also don't care about Dream Trawler. Like, they're gonna have to draw a counterspell like right now. And if they go like land Dream Trawler, it's probably okay for us. Because like, usually Dream Trawler's like the value machine, but we can actually outvalue the Dream Trawler. Hopefully we draw an untapped land so we can go Skyclave plus Enigmatic. Alright, so they didn't draw an untapped land to cast Dream Trawler. Yeah, that's not it. Let's just go ahead and... Well, I guess we can Skyclave plus Urban Utopia, getting rid of this. But then they Fateful Absence our Skyclave and then start hitting us for 7 and stuff. I think I'm going for Urban Utopia plus Enigmatic. Let's go ahead and do this first. Attack the Wandering Emperor. And then hopefully they don't have a counterspell here. Cross your fingers. They had to draw one right now. Of course they drew one right now. Why wouldn't they? Off of just that one irrigated farmland, they had to draw it, and I guess they did. So what you call sick plays. Sick plays. All right, now what the heck do I do? I can cast Kenrith and Enigmatic. All right, let's just try to kill the Wandering Emperor first. All right. I think I'm going to add Yorion and cast it. Maybe. No, I think I just need an Enigmatic. And hope that card is not a counterspell. Alright. I'm gonna play out the Skyclave Apparition, I think. Because if they play out their Wandering Emperor, I can exile it with it on end step by using Glasspool Mimic. I think I'm gonna be going for... I realize I can't exile this. But that's okay, it's for a different reason. Alright, I'm gonna be sacrificing my Omen, and we are gonna get a... Anointed Peacekeeper? Actually, I could just get Reidane and it turns off everything, except for they have a Fateful Absence, since that's really annoying. I can Glasspool Nimble Larcenist. I want to go Peacekeeper, but they also have Fateful Absence. I could also Moonbless Cleric for a removal spell. Like, I could go Reidane, which makes them not actually be able to cast Wandering Emperor this turn. They have to use their removal spell on Reidane. But then, if they just cast Dream Trawler, I have, like, no way to deal with it, right? I guess Gargaroth is our way of dealing with it. This is a tough decision. I guess I'll just do this. Just so they're forced to Fateful Absence. We talked about in my podcast over the, on the most recent podcast episode that sometimes you just have to force your opponent to do a play that you don't like for yourself, but your opponent has to do the play. So sometimes it's okay for them to just force your opponent into an action, even if it's bad for you. Kaido Suzuki, thanks for the follow. But the alternative is they don't use the Fateful Absence and use it at a better time. And I don't want them to use Fateful Absence at a better time. Oh, Mystical Dispute, wow. Well, that's really good. That way we can stop the Dream Trawler. And we can also bring back our Reidane from the grave next turn. And then I'm going to sacrifice Omen. And we are going to get Moonblessed Cleric. Or I can Glasspool Nimble Larcenist. Or I could just Aether Channeler, bounce their token. I kind of want to Anointed Peacekeeper them because they didn't cast Wandering Emperor in response. I'm gonna do this and call Emperor. Double Dream Trawler? Oh my. Oh, and March that they didn't even use. I guess they're saving March for Kenrith? I guess I should call Dream Trawler? I could name Wandering Emperor, but I honestly don't even care if they play it. I was gonna name Wandering Emperor before I found out they had two. I have one answer to a Dream Trawler. I don't have two answers. So, like, they could March our Anointed Peacekeeper or Wandering Emperor, but I honestly just don't even care about this. Am I going to TwitchCon? No. I am going to Magic 30. But I can just chump block this 5/5 and just bring the Apparition back and exile Wandering Emperor with the Kenrith, so that's not a big deal. My plan is to Mystical Dispute this March. So I'm actually not going to use the Clue, and I'm not going to use Kenrith on end step. That's a Siege Rhino. Oh yeah, I know. I know not to do that. Let's go ahead and Reidane. So they have to march now, or else they can't. They're gonna march and exile a Dream Trawler, right? And then we get to dispute the march. They're gonna use march. They're realizing they can't use it when Reidane comes out, so they're gonna use it now. They're gonna exile something out of their hand, probably Dream Trawler. Yep. And then we are going to Mystical Dispute, and hopefully they don't have a dispute for us. They do not. Our plan is going to be... I did reanimate my opponent's Crater Hoof Behemoth just because I know I was dead anyway, and wanted to be extra dead. I'm gonna go no attacks. Let's go ahead and remove this Urban Utopia. And what are we gonna get here? We can Glass Pool Reidane, Anointed Peacekeeper, and call Wandering Emperor. We can Glass Pool Nimble Larcenist. We can Aether Channeler. I think Aether Channeler is probably the best bet here to bounce the 6/6. I mean, alternatively, we can just Moonbless Cleric, and then we can Moonbless Cleric, and then sacrifice it next turn and get Agent of Treachery. Hopefully they don't have a big spell here. New Urza looks slick. Oh, I'll definitely be playing it.
We've got the edge in this fight.
And then we can block the 7/7 with Moonbless Cleric because I don't need it anymore, and I can reanimate it and get something else. The only thing that I'm worried about is a sweeper, but they can't cast it right now because they don't have 6 mana because Reidane increases the mana of the sweeper. And EZ Blue Eye Control match. Blue White Control. Oh god. Why? Just why? Any rules of thumb or tips? Play check lands, not slow lands. What's up, Sneakachu? They didn't counter that? I'm so surprised. What the heck? Do they have nothing? Slow lands. Like the Haunted Ridge lands. Settle my wreckage. Well, I don't have a black land right now. They have March? Why wouldn't they? Oops, no plays. I'll cast this because I can blink it with reflection, and I can also draw cards from it. All right, now I have a swamp on the board, so now my Leyline Bindings cost 1.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and I'll keep watch for intruders. I have got
I really hope they don't have a counterspell, but they probably have a counterspell. I cast this to play around Censor. They're gonna kill my 3/3 in response, or not. Copy Blood Mage. Draw a card. Just this. Happy Settle the Wreckage.
Oh, it's on.
So they don't have a removal spell, and they also don't have a counter spell? So what's their hand? And they also don't have lands. So their hand is 5 and 6 drops, more Wandering Emperors, and a Settle the Wreckage. So they're playing a super greedy build. Never saying thanks for the follow. I think I like Savai Triumph first. And then we'll go Breeding Pool. Untapped. It makes our Leyline Binding 1 mana. And also our Omen of the Sea if they happen to not cast Narset, but it also gives us the ability to counter the Narset. If they don't do anything, we get to Omen. I'll take both of these. I'm gonna play a tap land here because I want to open up the possibility of us mystical disputing. Plus casting Nimble Arsonist. That's a Siege Rhino. Maybe I just go Fable instead of Nimble Arsonist. Because I need lands. Then I'll go Fable, and I think if they counter, I might not even Mystical Dispute, because they could have Dovin Zito for 1, but for 2, they could have Teferi Hero of Dominaria, and I don't want that to resolve. Oh. Absorb. Ye ol' Absorb. Resolves. Again, letting that resolve because I want to protect this from not getting countered. No Teferi Hero of Dominaria. That's a land. So now we go Nimble Arsonist. And hopefully they don't have a counterspell and Censor. Or like Absorb plus Dovin's Veto. I mean, even if they do have both of those... Oh. I can't counter that. I mean, I can Leyline Binding it though. I wonder why they did that then. This can't actually deal with planeswalkers. Oh god. 3 of them? What in the world?
Guards, to me.
I probably should have plussed that so I didn't kill it. Now I just get to kill the Emperor. And I also get to
He'll be back.
Enigmatic for Reidane. Reidane's just such an all-star. It's just like, what does this card not do? Now they have to draw an untapped land, exactly, or else they can't cast it. Wow. All right, Jamers, we didn't go 8-0, but we did have a 77% win rate, beating a lot of different decks that you already saw. We made one change at the very end. I didn't think Yisharm was a good enough main deck card, so we put it in the sideboard here, taking out one of the Rest in Pieces because we can honestly search Rest in Peace with Moonblessed Cleric anyway. So I decided to put a Sarah Paragon in here because I think it's better than Yisharm in the main deck because we can cast all of these cards, sweet looking cards, back out of the graveyard once we sacrifice them to Enigmatic or they die naturally, and we can also play our lands back from the graveyard. So I think it's a lot of value, and if you don't need Siege Rhino right away, you can go for Sarah Paragon. I don't know why you wouldn't want Siege Rhino, but just in case you're playing against a more controlling deck and you are happen to sacrifice Fable the Mirrorbreaker, you can go for Sarah Paragon. And the cool thing about sacrificing Fable the Mirrorbreaker to Sarah Paragon is Sarah Paragon just recasted back out of the graveyard next turn anyway, so I think that's a good addition. Anyways, I hope you have as much fun with this deck as I did. The deck list is in the description as always. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here or you want to see more decks like this in Explorer Best of 3, and also like the video to reach it to more people. Thank you very much for that. And go ahead and watch this video right over here, and I'll see you next time. And as always, peace.